Hi, my name is Adeline. I'm 18. I'm based in Houston, Texas, and this is Financial Audit. I know I'm supposed to pay the full thing off by May 7th.
Oh, well, there you go. Supposed to. What is supposed to? You mean like you're able to or you're supposed to?
I mean, in Chase, it says
May 7th.
due May 7th.
Oh, well, your minimum payment.
No, the whole, like the 500. Can I show you?
Yeah.
Or do you know?
Yeah. If you could pull it up, that'd be great. Okay. That was a wild case. It's a castle on a phone.
Is that my credit card? I think so. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You only have available credit of $58. Oh, no. Oh, you scheduled the payment. Okay. No, wait. Oh, it's because, is that just money you put in? It doesn't look like you're in an interest-free period. Yeah, it's because that's just money you put in. Because you just spent that money. That's why. So, my dude, that's going to be at a 26.99% interest rate, even after your payment, let's just call it.
I thought it had no interest.
No. Incorrect. 26.99%. Why do you think it has no interest?
Because it said that. It said it's no interest, didn't it?
No.
So I have to pay 500 back, and on top of that, like 27% of 500?
Well, no, okay. So the balance that sits there, essentially that interest rate is attached to it, and then... So, well, let me calculate this for you.
Okay.
I want to calculate the number that you would lose if it just sat there after the $100 you put towards it.
Okay.
Essentially, you would be paying... This is just oversimplifying it, but you'd be paying if you just left the balance... And it would actually compound on top of it, but this is just flat. If it just stayed the same, $117, $118 a year, just to keep the balance on the credit card that you have after paying the $100 that you've had. The other thing that I hate on this is it really wants you to request a credit line increase. I do not want you to. Also, off again, more of the gym, because you gave them $100, but when that hit. That's pending, but also pending is an almost $70 payment for the gym. So you gave them $100, but then there's $70, and then you're gonna see an interest payment of now at that where you're gonna be at $430, $440 on here, $440. You're gonna see, and it's at 27%, which is actually 3% lower than a lot of things. You're gonna see interest accrue of like $10 on that. Okay. You're just gonna lose $10 immediately. Just within the month.
If I pay off this entire $400 balance, well, this minus the $100 I already did. If I pay all of that off, then I don't have to pay any interest, right?
No.
Okay, so
unless the monthly statement ends and there's a balance at that time, then interest will accrue. That adds to your balance of what you'll have to pay off. Which, by the way, you're so close to the max that you're gonna get pushed to the max via interest like quickly. So really, obviously that gym's an auto charge on there. I think you need to take that off because that's too expensive for an auto charge for you to manage for someone that literally brings in no money other than one time and then they give it all away. So and the only thing I would be doing, and I only want you to do this when you bring in a consistent source of income, even if you're bringing a couple $100 in a week, just something meh. It's like, then just filling up gas once a month on there just to maintain it. But again, I'd rather use the Fizz card anyway. It's perfect for college students.
Okay, two things. First, the reason I was making all these payments on the card is because I was under the impression that that's how you build credit. You make a payment on the credit card and then you pay it back. Yeah, even though I did let it go out of hand.
Yeah, that's the part. And then you're gonna start allowing interest to accrue. So like, there's really no point.
So I have to pay this off before May 7th or I'm going to have to pay interest.
Is that when the statement ends? 12 payments of $124. Great. Again, that's great when we have no income. I like, what's your plan with this? Like, what's your plan to pay for this? These payments on a monthly basis that stack up. It's a 30% interest. 30% interest. You're taking out 30% interest at 18. $1,281 is what you took out. With the total month, you'll have to pay back $1,500. Why? Why this? Did you even know that there was interest rates attached to this?
I mean, I didn't know that they were that much. I thought interest
it tells you. I've been through the Affirm process because I like the 0% finance things. It literally tells you what the interest is.
I remember taking I remember, what do you call it? I remember doing it, and it was showing me the breakdown. Like, if you pay it off, you don't pay interest, right? But if you do 6 months, you pay like $100 extra. That's what I was thinking. Oh, it's $100 extra, not interest is 30%.
Well, first of all, this is like almost $300 extra. So I don't know what you're talking about.
I was
So
talking
what
about
was this?
Which one is that?
Again, you took out 1,281. Which is a lot to take out at 18.
1,200. It was either for Miami Swim Week, or
It was a
New
modeling
York.
trip?
Yeah. So for Miami, we did multiple destination. I took me and my entire family. So we went from
you and your
Houston.
Family, my gosh. Okay.
We went from Houston to New York for an audition that turned out to be a scam. When I got there,
Scam.
yeah, they said that they, repped clients and like they booked their clients for high profile work, like Gucci, Ralph Lauren, like clothing things,
And
like an agency.
How did you find them, or how'd they find you?
Through my modeling manager.
Okay.
One of
Okay.
them.
And it was a scam?
When we got there, they asked us to pay $5,000 to be put on the roster to
I've
book
seen
these
things like that, yeah.
these roles. Yeah, and it was for a pretty like big.
Well, sometimes agents do have sign-on fees.
Yeah, but $5,000.
Well, I'm
I
not
have
sure.
an agent now, and I did
Yeah,
not
no,
pay
no,
$5,000.
probably not, but
Yeah, that was crazy.
But
And I had to negotiate it.
but
down
do
to
they
$5,000.
actually deliver things though?
It depends. It depends on the agency.
Well, like it would be a legitimate scam if you gave them 5,000 and then just nothing happened.
I signed with an agency like 2 years ago. I paid them $150 to sign on.
Yeah.
$150 to sign
But also,
on.
you're not a part of the big leagues. Maybe the big leagues ones are more expensive. I'm not a model. I mean, look at me. So it's like I don't know, but
It was just no, because
okay.
the agencies
So what was the scam part? Just because it was expensive?
yeah. Okay. So they said that we needed to pay like $3,000 for a photo shoot, $2,000 for this, another $1,000. Oh, okay, sorry. Another $1,000 for something else. They had like a whole breakdown, and the total was more than $5,000. But I was able to like negotiate. I was like, I already have headshots. I already have a reel, things like that. So they brought it down to $5,000. Then when I Googled the company, the reviews, because I didn't know that it was an agency. I thought it was a literal casting. That's what they were advertising, that it was a casting for these big brands. So when I got there, it was just a lady. We were in a room and she was like, okay, you and your sister, you have such a great look. We want to sign you. And
Old
then
sister?
How old? 12.
Okay.
12.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right. I forgot. Kids can be models.
Yeah, she is currently a model. But yeah, so she was saying that this is, we want to sign you. This is everything that you have to pay. She told us her like clients that she's worked with. She said that she's like a direct associate with Wilhelmina Models, which is, if you don't know, is a really, really big, prestigious modeling agency. And then
what is the point of this?
Just to say like why I consider it a scam. Because they first of all, they lured us there under false. They said that there was a casting. Then when we got there, it wasn't a casting. It was to sign up, and they wanted us to pay like $5,000.
That's what this was for? You spent $1,500 to go there?
Yeah.
$1,300, $200?
From there to Miami.
But you flew. Okay. And then why did we go to Miami?
For Miami Fashion Week or Miami Swim Week. That was a show that I was casted for, a runway show. It did not pay, but I got pictures, and pictures is exposure.
Right. Yeah, no. I the runway part I get. That's more of an investment into it. Okay.
I got casted for New York Fashion Week, and I was.
And this is a separate trip now.
Yeah, this is separate.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I financed this as well. I'm not sure.
Okay. New York Fashion Week.
Actually, no, I didn't.
Okay, so you went to New York twice. So this is another firm.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this one, I met a guy who was a social media manager, model promoter, things like that.
Okay.
And so he offered to let me stay at his place for New York Fashion Week so that I wouldn't have to pay for hotels and things like that.
Think of that?
No, they didn't. Obviously not.
I agree with your parents. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say it didn't set off red flags. It did, but I talked to this person like hours.
I know, but I would have rather you've been with a friend. Okay, either way, go ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, so I explained it. He told me that he had a studio apartment and that I was welcome to stay. He said that he would have a separate bed and like a couch, and he said that I could take the couch. And so when I got there,
what was the couch made out of?
There was no couch.
Oh, all right. That's even worse.
Yeah. So when I got there was no couch, and he said, "Oh, we can sleep on the same bed. I'm not gonna try anything. I'm not gonna touch you, whatever." And
how old was he? When you're
40 something,
yeah,
40,
that's
50.
That's a
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah. He said
DiCaprio type thing.